All right, if you guys are doing appliance installation with RXO, Hub Group, whatever the heck it is, watch this video because I've got an insurance program just for you guys. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Hunter with Nelson Insurance. We get a decent amount of guys reach out to us from RXO and Hub Group. I know that typically those guys are putting on their own insurance program where you can go in there and pay weekly, stuff like that. But really, every time I've competed against them, it's been really expensive. So I know it is weekly. I know it's based on your guys' revenue, which is really nice, and it kind of when you're making more money, you're gonna pay a little more and stuff like that. And if you're not, then it kind of helps with the expense and stuff. But it is like from what I've seen, pretty dang expensive. The last guy that I quoted got moved over, brought him down from 180,000 to about 140, and with this new, and that was not even with this program. So this new program coming out, I think we could do even more than that. But if you guys look at those contracts at all, you're probably lost because it is. I mean, the first time I saw it, I was lost. There's so many requirements in there to keep up with them that if you guys don't get somebody who has dealt with that before or knows the trucking industry very well, or I should say the transportation industry very, very well, you could definitely lose a lot of work there. So like this program here, I've got it pulled up just because there's a lot to it. But like, your guys, most of those guys are not going to accept Progressive. I can't remember for sure if RXO does. I don't think they do. I think one of the big guys do, but Hub Group for sure will not. And I don't believe RXO will accept Progressive. So then it's like, okay, you could go hit Geico, but sometimes they're 25, 30 grand a truck, which is pretty expensive. You got to go find general liability. They won't accept most of these guys' cargo. You can't have a typical cargo policy. If you guys do have a typical cargo policy, I'd be very, very careful because cargo insurance does not cover installation. So the second you take the thing out of the truck, it's no longer covered. So you can be very, very careful with the appliances as you're installing the home. So what most of you guys actually need is what's called an appliance or installation floater. It covers it all the way from pickup, delivery to the installation portion. So it covers everything there. So these guys will include all that in their cargo or installation policy. You guys need general liability with a lot of special wording in the language. So if any of you guys, like some of these guys have policies through Thimble and, Everspan is what I see a lot of. Those policies have a lot of gaps in them. So again, when you're taking care of those appliances, some gets destroyed or there's water damage because the hose weren't hooked up correctly to the appliance. You guys be on the hook on it for it, and it's going to cost you a fortune. So I'm not here to bore you guys all with, oh, hey, if this happens, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. But, knowing those coverages is good because you guys don't want to be caught with a $40,000, $50,000 claim. But this program is going to have all the wording for everything to make sure that you guys are covered and to make sure that you guys' contract is sitting pretty. And on top of that, not have 5 different companies and 4 different bills every single month to try to keep track of. So these guys will do the works for you. They'll do symbol 7, 8, and 9 for your auto liability, which I'm sure that went over a lot of people's heads. Symbol 7 is like every single policy. If your car's on, or if your truck's on the policy, it's covered. Symbol 8 is hired, so like rented. So if you guys are renting the box trucks and leasing them, just as some extra coverage for that. And then you guys have stuff for non-owned trucks, which is going to be a lot of help for non-owned trucks by the business. So like if a personal vehicle is used by an employee driving to the job site to help with installation, if they go to get in a car accident, they can be sued for that. Well, I shouldn't be. They would be sued. The person that they hit can come after you and really put you guys in a tough spot. So it covers all that. But the main reason behind I say this is because it helps you guys contract. Your auto physical damage, because you got to meet enterprises requirements or riders requirements, whoever the heck you guys are leasing trucks from. A lot of you guys are leasing trucks on this appliance installation business. General liability is going to cover everything there. Motor truck cargo, like we talked about. But here's some of the really big things that are really going to be awesome for you guys. So I know you guys really like the weekly payments, everything like that. That's exactly what these guys have. So it's basically going to be the exact same program that you guys are part of now, but it's just another option to actually shop you out with. And on top of that, we just have all the companies like Geico, Berkshire, Applied Underwriters, and all those guys who will shop you out too, to fit everybody's needs. But this program is just like the one you guys have now, but typically it's a lot cheaper. Like the last guy literally just said, quoted, saving 40 grand, and we're seeing people 10 grand a truck. I mean, it's just way, way cheaper than being part of this big pool of everybody. Everybody in your company is in this insurance policy, and it's just be rated off everybody. So if you got your buddy, oh, this dude's got a million accidents, but I'm really clean, your guys are all on the same policy. It's all shared there. So stuff like this is really going to be helpful for you guys. So they'll still do the 10% deposit there, weekly payments, all that type of stuff. So, that is awesome. I do just want to give you guys a heads up. They're not in every single state right now. They're not really in the west side of everything, but like, Texas and North Dakota, they're everywhere there besides South Dakota, which is where I'm literally at. And then all but like 5 states to the east of those guys. So, I'm sure they'll be coming out with Colorado. That's where we'll see a lot of those guys from and everything like that. But once that comes out, we'll be soon. In the meantime, though, we still got Geico and everybody else like that, a million different companies. But yeah, I mean, they're turn around quotes in 24 hours. This whole program is really just to make sure you guys' contract is met. You guys are sitting pretty. It's got all the coverage you guys need. There's not any growth restrictions. So if you guys are, hey, shoot, this thing's working out really well, I'm going to go lease 10 more trucks and throw some more money at this thing. You guys can do that, no problem. I know finding insurance for this stuff can be tough. So a lot of you guys are just through the company that you're with, whether it's Hub Group, RXO, one of the other ones there. But this stuff's just going to be a lot cheaper. You can actually get a little bit of say in your own insurance policy instead of it being through them. And they'll do all the coverages you guys need, whether it's the work comp, the occupational accident. All that stuff is needed to be meet your guys' contract needs. So if you guys are looking for something like this, or you guys are appliance installation companies, reach out to us. We can get you quoted there. The whole purpose of this video is really not to just sit here and sell you guys, but just to make you guys aware of it. Not very many agencies have this program. We're one of tens in the nation to have them. So it is pretty limited distribution, but we do have them. And so if you guys are wanting to see what this is and see if we put some money back in your pocket, feel free. But again, that's not to sell you guys here. Last thing on the deal is it's all A+ rated through Great Plains Insurance Company is who it's through. But you can't go like to Great Plains and go get it through directly. It's a program, which means that they kind of partnered up with a brokerage to do this. So we got access to, but yeah, I mean, that's the insurance side. I mean, the contract again is very, very picky on that stuff. So make sure if you guys got an agent for your insurance on the appliance installation that they know what they're doing, that the policy actually reads, to meet the requirements. Because if, I dealt with those safety directors, those guys, those compliance directors, those guys will read that policy and find out real quick and put you out of business. And hey guys, your insurance does not meet requirements. The COI was incorrect, or whatever the heck the deal was. The insurance you got there now, it's not going to work. I'm not giving you any more loads, and you guys are not installing anything else until this stuff is situated. So if you guys need help with that, let me know. But I just wanted to send this out there for you guys, get a little bit of idea on the requirements, explain the coverages, and let you guys know what's programmed. So appreciate you watching, and let me know if you got any questions.